Hello everyone! Today's video is going to be a tutorial on how I animate. Before we start, I'd like to thank you all for all the support on my last video on animation. As of now, that video has around 5,000 views, which is really huge, so thank you so much. Anyways, here are a few examples of my style of animation. If this seems like something that you'd like to be able to do, then please keep watching. Alright, I hope you enjoy my animation process. Of course, the first thing I do is draw the picture. Usually I try to keep things a bit simple for the most part, but today I guess I decided to sabotage myself by making an animation tutorial, which are already really annoying to make, and making, well, not the simplest drawing. Now that I'm done with the drawing, I can start animating. I like to animate at around 7 frames per second. I'm just adding another frame that's the exact same, so you don't have to worry too much about this part. My plan for this animation is to make her kind of blinking, and as she blinks, her head will move downwards. So I'm going to ever so slightly just move everything down. I also want her mouth to go towards the middle, so I'm going to move it downwards and sideways. Overall, this part is very simple. You're just moving everything slightly in the direction that you want it to end up. For the third frame, I'm doing the exact same thing as I was before. I'm just moving everything slightly down, adding a bit to the shadow, using the lasso tool and moving the face downwards as well, moving the hair downwards, having it kind of flop down at the ends, which I think will look nice in the end. If you want something to move very subtly, outline it just very slightly below where it was before, so there's kind of like a line of green above it. Now that I've drawn everything, I'm just adding a little bit more movement with the lasso tool so that I can get things exactly where I want them. Most of my animation process is just doing this. Sure, it takes quite a while, but it is worth it and it ends up being extra smooth. It also feels nicer than moving things just with the lasso tool. Drawing frame by frame makes it A, look nicer and more hand-drawn, and B, it just feels more rewarding when the final product finally comes together. I'm going to speed this next part up a bit so we can move on to the next important part. Okay, now that we have a few frames going slowly, it's time to do one going a bit quicker. This is going to be like jumping right into the action after a little bit of anticipation, and it'll make it look nice. Then, right after it, we're going to have one going very slowly again. I'm not sure how to explain this, but it does look very aesthetically pleasing. It's kind of like using graphs when you're animating something not using frame by frame in an editing app. Now you basically just do the same things as before. On your fast frame, you move things a lot, and on your slower frame, you move things just a little. Now, when you're trying to move things back up, you can follow the same steps by moving things ever so slightly upwards. So I don't really feel like doing that, and I'm in a time crunch, so I'm going to be copy and pasting the frames from before and just changing them a bit. I'm also going to add a transition frame or an in-between frame so that the transition back up will be more smooth. I also want her transition back up to be a bit bouncy. So I'm going to add a frame in which she moves up before going right back down. Again, it's going to be the same deal as every other frame, just going ever so slightly upwards. Tedious, but it looks cool in the end, so it's fine. Now it's finally time for everyone's favorite part, coloring. This bit is nice and easy when you're animating in ibis paint because it can register layers above it as line art, so you don't have to outline everything again. I'm not really sure what else to say about this one. It's just using the full bucket. Anyways, now the final step is to shade, and then you're done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this could have helped you in any way, whether you're a beginner or a pro. Though if you are a pro, I doubt you'd be watching this video. Here's the final product. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!